Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, as you know by the title, we are doing a haul. So, I've kind of decided that every time I buy a lot of makeup in bulk, I wanted to sit down and film a haul for you guys. And personally, for me, these are some of my favorite videos to watch. So, I apologize if you think it's a little too much when I show you all the new makeup. But actually, as some of you may know if you watch my videos religiously, a lot of what I pick up in hauls are featured in my favorites videos, and to me they're money well spent because I get to share the love with you guys, things that I think are great, not so great, etc. I just hit the table. But yeah, without further ado, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I post, typically Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific time. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Let's just go ahead and get on into it. So as usual with my hauls, I have tried some of these on. Some of what I've purchased here is on my face. I'm going to share my thoughts with you on those that I have purchased, and I'm just going to start pulling things out in no particular order. Let's do that. Just in case you guys are wondering, I picked up these goodies from Ulta, the Essence website, a couple H&M things I purchased in person, and some other random miscellaneous things. First thing I want to talk about is this Wet n Wild highlight in the shade, I think this is Boozy Brunch. Pretty sure this is Boozy Brunch. So this is not a new product by any means, and as you can see, it's a little bit larger than the Mega Glow highlighting powder, which I have right here. You can see it's a little bit different. This is something that has been around for longer. It's actually called their To Reflect Shimmer palette, I believe. I love this. Okay, don't let this print intimidate you. This is a straight up sheen. It's a highlight I'm wearing on my face, and this lends itself to be a really golden pinky reflect. Like, it's just so beautiful. So you guys can see right here. It's definitely that golden reflect. As you can see right here, it is so stunning, so smooth, blends like a dream on the face. It's just stunning. And I've had this makeup on since 9 a.m. and currently it's 3 p.m. So it's been on for several hours, and the fact that it's still showing, still going strong is beautiful. I would say this would fit you if you're a light to medium deep skin tone. I don't know if it would be extremely suitable for extremely fair skin. But with that being said, they have a few other varieties of these shimmer palettes, and I think they're totally worth checking out. This was like about $6, I believe. Alright, next up in the box is this Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. This is something that I've wanted for quite a long time. I tried this out in an upcoming video, which is kind of like a tutorial on like a raspberry, plummy, warm, copperish, smoky eye. I don't really know how to explain it, but you'll see me use this in that tutorial. And these blended so amazingly. I mean, you'll be able to see it firsthand in that tutorial. I'm gonna swatch a few shades for you. Here are a few shades swatched. This matte turquoise, or this matte teal, is stunning. Everything blends so beautifully. I can say not only on obviously an arm swatch, but on the eyes, and I cannot wait to use this palette a little bit more. I wish there was a more neutral transition shade. Like this shade right here, I believe is called Shooting Star. This shade right here, it pulls pretty warm. Like I used it in that tutorial, and as you'll probably be able to tell, it becomes quite peachy, which isn't what I was expecting. Like I was expecting it to be a little bit more neutral because it looks pretty neutral in the pan, but again, that's just me. It's still a stunning color nonetheless, and I think it's a great palette. ColourPop eyeshadows rarely ever disappoint. I have another palette and some single shadows, and it's great stuff. The other palette that I want to talk about that I'm actually wearing on my eyes right now is the Makeup Revolution. I believe this is the Reloaded Iconic Vitality palette, and Makeup Revolution is known for duping a lot of higher end products. So I wanted to buy this because it looked like a good dupe for the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I don't have really these like purpley magenta cranberry shades in my collection. I do have the Soft Glam palette, and I wanted to get something that didn't dupe the Soft Glam palette exactly. I wanted to get this variety because I don't have the Modern Renaissance, and I wanted to see how they compared in terms of formula and blendability, and I have to say, for $7, this is an amazing dupe. I think they have dupes for pretty much every Anastasia palette, like the Subculture, Soft Glam, and the Modern Renaissance, and a couple others, but these actually, they don't look super exciting in the pan, but when you swatch them, and I'm going to swatch them for you, they blend so beautifully. Like this is just one of the mattes. The shimmers are stunning. Like, I'm just gonna show you every time I swatch it. Shimmers are great, the mattes are great, they're pigmented, they blend really well. I really don't have complaints about this palette. I mean, sure, the packaging is plasticky and a little bit cheapish looking, but you know what? For something that's so affordable, you really can't, for something that's so affordable, I really can't complain. And I'll tell you what I have on my eyes right now, since I just kind of did this makeup in the morning. I have this shade, this like satin finish shade all across the inner portion of my lid. I have this black smudged close to my lash line. I have this chestnutty shade in the outer corner of my crease and on my lower lash line, and I have this warm-ish shade as my transition color, and they all work really well with each other. I can tell that this is a palette in which the colors really work harmoniously with one another, and you can create a lot of different looks, both warm and cool tone, because you do have a lot of these warm browns and these pinks, but you do have these like cooler toned, you know, taupe colors and purples and things that can really pair with the shimmers in this palette. So I can't wait to use this more, and 10 out of 10 think it's worth the $7. I want to talk about a moisturizer that I picked up that I've actually had my eye on for quite some time. This is the Formula 10.0.6 Thirst No More moisturizer. It says it has a natural complex combination of watermelon, lentil, and apple extracts with hyaluronic acid and white tea. So all sounds great, right? This, I think I'm in love with. I used this again before my tutorial that I'm going to be posting, I believe, after this. And that's when I actually first got it in the mail. And this was something that I use as my skincare step, because it's not like a morning SPF moisturizer, because typically every morning I put on an SPF, but I kind of wanted to get a moisturizer that was like in between. So it wasn't a night cream, but it wasn't like an SPF. It's just a middle of the road moisturizer for any time of the day. And this is so good. It blends in so nicely. It feels so soft, so silky, so light on the skin. It did not break me out. In fact, I feel like my skin actually has gotten better since that video. I had quite a few breakouts and they're all going down, and I don't know if it's because of this product, but all I can say is that it didn't cause any breakouts, so that's always a good sign. It smells nice, but it's not too strong, so the fragrance isn't overpowering. And for $9, you get 1.69 fluid ounces. And I think it's a great moisturizer. With those of you with oily skin might really like the texture, because it's something that's lightweight and it's more of like a gel consistency. So it's not going to be super intense and heavy on your skin, which I think is perfect for oily skin, perfect for the summer. If you're extremely dry, I have read reviews saying that it's not hydrating enough. So just be warned, but yeah, I love this so far and can't wait to keep using it. All right, let's dive into a couple of lashes that I bought from Ulta. They're both from Ardell. This one is the Mega Volume Lash with Never Flat Multi-Layer Technology. This is in the style 250, as you can see. They are very dramatic, and I think that these would be perfect for a night out because they've got different layers, so it's not that one-dimensional kind of like lash, fake lash, you know what I'm saying? But I think these are really fun and flirty, and I can't wait to wear them on a night out. And I've wanted these for a while. These are the Faux Mink lashes in the style 811. So as the name suggests, they literally imitate mink lashes without the animal hair and without the cruelty that goes into actually assembling mink lashes. But yeah, they say that they're luxuriously lightweight with a knot-free Invisiband. So this is what the style looks like up close, and I think these are gonna be really cute. Okay, next up from Ulta, going back into skincare, I bought a Big Daddy Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. I'm going to be posting another empties video soon because my bag is literally overflowing, and so many bottles of these are always in those empty videos because I am constantly going through them. I always used to purchase the 4-ounce size, so the smaller size, which is why I went through them so quickly. So I figured I might as well get the bigger one and not go through it as quickly or not have to repurchase as quickly. And I love the scent. It's just so invigorating, but it's so calming because of the lavender and chamomile. This is not something that I use as a makeup fixing spray. I have found that it does not work as a makeup setting spray for me personally. It does not keep my makeup on, but twice a day as kind of like a toner, refresh, midday pick-me-up. I think these mists are fantastic. They have a bunch of different varieties, and I have been loving this one. Let's talk about 2 lip products I picked up from Ulta. This is the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken. I love this formula, as you guys know. I have the shades Kitten Heels and Sandstorm, and this truly, I wore this I believe yesterday. yeah, yesterday when I was out with my mom, she was in town. This color is stunning. Look at that beautiful, beautiful neutral pink. Like, it's just so beautiful. Very complimentary of a lot of different skin tones and great everyday shade personally for me. And I also picked up the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip. This is something that's been going around the internet, very buzzed about. And this is in the shade Bear With Me. I love this shade too. It's the one I'm currently wearing on my lips. I think the rosy undertone is so flattering, and the formula of both of these is very similar in my opinion. As you can tell with the Physicians Formula, it's the more light berry warmer shade that's a little bit more corally on the lips, where Soft Spoken by NYX is more of like that cool toned, true kind of like mauve nude. But both of these formulas are very similar in the sense that they don't dry your lips out. They're very comfortable liquid lipsticks that stay on your lips. They transfer a little bit, as you can see right there. For me, I 100% prefer that over like a truly matte lipstick, just because my lips are so dry as is, and I truly think that these colors are great, and I definitely recommend these two formulas from the drugstore. I think these are probably the best or my favorite liquid lipstick formulas that you can get at the drugstore. The price is right and the formula is amazing, and they have a lot of different colors too, so definitely check them out if you can. Okay, so I also picked up this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. I'm always on the hunt for a really good dark brown brow mascara, and I really like this. This is what the wand looks like. So it's not too big, it's not too small. I find that it really adds a lot of good color and it disperses it really evenly. It's what I have on my brows today. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer and then this on top, because on a daily basis I basically just use a pencil to fill in the tops and bottoms of my eyebrows, which is where I have the most sparse hair, and I use a brow to kind of fill in the rest and add more color, and so far so good. I like this. And then I want to talk about the last thing I picked up from Ulta, which is this Morphe M506 brush. It's just a little kind of stiff brush. I personally use this to smudge eyeliner really close to my lash line because I wanted something that was a little bit more forgiving and not as like stampy as like a harsh pencil liner brush. So I thought this would be really good. And so far it's okay. I don't think it's the best thing ever. This is $6, so it's not, you know, an arm and a leg, but to me personally, sometimes it applies the eyeshadow really patchily. Patchily, is that a word? Well, I'm gonna make it a word. So you definitely have to work with it a little bit. Like I found myself to have to keep dipping into the eyeshadow and really just trying to, you know, even it out. And the other thing about this too is that it can get pretty thick on your eyelid. So when I was applying my eyeshadow today, I had to keep going back in with that bone colored shade to go all over my lid so that this wouldn't go too far up into the lid. Does that make sense? But yeah, so far it's okay. Not my favorite. Don't know if I would totally recommend this yet, but I'm gonna still try it out. All right, so I want to talk about the makeup items I got from Essence. I got a couple nail polishes, but if we included those in this video, this would be way too long. So I'm going to talk about the makeup products. And honestly, I only got eye focused stuff. Okay, so I picked up two mascaras. This is the Forbidden Volume Mascara, and this is the Forbidden Volume Mascara Rebel. So they're a little bit different. I'm going to show you what they are. They're both volumizing formulas, and I love Essence mascaras, and these were actually on sale for like $1, I think, on the website. Like, it's crazy. That website is insane. I mean, you can find sale items and it's free shipping over $15. It's just, excuse me, it's just a no-brainer. But anyway, these are the different wands. This one is the Forbidden Volume Mascara, and the bottom one is the Forbidden Volume Rebel Mascara. And when I first got this, I thought that I would love the red tube better because the brush is so much thicker, it has more dimension. I thought that that would be great for me, but honestly, I'm wearing that on my lashes today. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't think it's my favorite mascara, and I actually much prefer this to it. I don't know if it's like this more slender brush, but for some reason this makes my lashes look more even. I don't have to use them in the mascara to even out the clumps like I do with this one, but for $1 you really cannot go wrong. Another thing I got from Essence that I don't really know how to use properly, I guess, or doesn't work for me, is the brow marker that's semi-permanent. So the idea is you kind of draw it on your eyebrows and it'll leave color that won't wash off for a few days. So I thought that would be a great concept. It would be more forgiving than a brow pencil, and I would use less product every day because that already had left a stain. But for some reason, this does not leave any color on my eyebrows. It's so weird. It does not deposit it properly, but you can see that when I like try to swatch it, it comes out like this gray color that barely shows up, and it kind of has like a green tint. I don't know if you can tell, but for some reason I just didn't think that was flattering on my eyes or my eyebrows, so I don't think I would recommend that. But I did pick up these two lip liners in the shades Red Blush and Satin Mauve, and I really like these. They're a pencil liner, so they're not retractable. You have to sharpen them. But with that being said, I think they are still very creamy, very good for the price. I think they're about $2 to $3 each, if that, maybe even $1. I don't really remember, but you can find a lot of good gems at Essence. And then I also picked up this long-lasting eye pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. It's another product that I used in my makeup tutorial. This is a retractable liner, so it goes on so creamy, so smooth. That was one swipe, and it shows up really well on the waterline. So when I use this to tightline and to put on my waterline, I find that it really shows up, and it lasts a long time, and I think it's definitely worth your money. All right, so I'm going to share with you 3 products that I got from H&M. I've only tried 2 of them because one of them is broken, and I'm so sad. This is the Illumination Luster Powder All Over Glow in the shade Sunlit Gold, and H&M makeup actually looks pretty luxurious. Like when I went to the store yesterday and I went to the display, I was like so impressed with how everything was laid out. You could swatch things, you could try things on. It was a very high-end display, if I may say. Oh my god. Okay, I can't do that. I'm spilling highlight everywhere. So by the way, this is a highlight that's broken, okay? And I just felt something on my thigh. Let's see if I can show you without highlight flying all over the place. But anyway, I do hope that I can exchange it for a non-broken one, but this formula is so creamy, so smooth. I truly think that it's worth the money. It's $15, which is a little steep for a drugstore. Hi, sweetie. But I think that if you swatch it, you'll be so impressed. Pure Radiance Powder Blusher. This one is in the shade Rosy Brown. It's the blush I have on my face today, and I wanted to buy this blush because, first of all, this packaging is really cute. It's like a little octagon. Octagon? No, it's a hexagon. Or, yeah, hexagon. And this is like a really beautiful rosy tone that I don't really have in my collection. These also swatch so smooth and so pigmented, and they blend like a dream. I'm really impressed with this blush so far. Can't wait to keep using it. I also want to give a shout out to the lipstick that I was wearing this morning before I changed it to the Physicians Formula one. Cream lip color in the shade Wellies in Tweed. The display for this was so awesome. Like they had all these different colors of lipsticks and all these different formulas and finishes. I bought a cream lipstick obviously because my lips are so chapped always, but look at this packaging. It's stunning, and this color is so beautiful and creamy. It's truly that perfect everyday shade for me personally. Look at that. Look at that. I love like a rosy brownish nude. Like I just think it complements my skin tone very well for me personally, and they're so creamy, so emollient, almost too emollient. So you're definitely gonna want to have to be careful about getting it on your teeth. Like I like to do a little like test to like make sure that it's not, you know, transferring under there. But anyway, great stuff. I want to talk about 2 brushes I actually just picked up from the dollar store. These are the Wet n Wild Smoky Liner Brush and Small Eyeshadow Brush. I just wanted another shadow brush to pack on eyeshadow, and that's what I got with this. And I love these brushes. I have so many. I have the crease brush, I have the blush brush, and the powder brush. Like I think these are so amazing. They're so affordable. You can get it at the dollar store. I use this brush for a blush every day, and it's beautiful. They wash really well. They're so good and so underrated. This is actually the perfect density, wow, for an all over like shimmery lid color to really pack on your eyeshadow. I think this would be really awesome. I can't wait to use it. And also this smoky liner brush. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it's very dense. Perfect to smoke at that lower lash line, which is something that I was also looking for because I have a brush that's a little scratchy, but yeah, my mom's friend recently went to Korea and picked up these face masks from Korea, which is so awesome. This is a sheet mask with snail essence, so it's kind of soaking with snail juices, and I know that sounds gross, but hear me out. Snail essence is something that's really good at kind of smoothing out your skin surface and helping with those uneven spots, and it has glycolic acid in it, which is what really helps that. So yeah, you guys, that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you hopefully on my Instagram as well and in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.